you make the community attractive? How do you actually make it something that people want to be involved in?
Frankly, we are becoming increasingly irrelevant. And the risk of that, just type a dinosaur into your computer.
We assume it's a young adult problem rather than a communal problem, when actually the young adults just feel like they can walk, and those who maybe are of a different generation feel more of an obligation to stay and sleep.
Young adults are our future, but they're also our today. And what we need to do is to work out how to make British Jewish life relevant to them.
The clue is to let them lead. They know best what works for them.
The real key here is people before programs. People come for programs, but they stay for relationships.
The young people here are engaged in the community because you're here. The job for us is how we reach out to people who are not engaged in the community.
The challenge is, how do we support this generation to continue to be part of the community through those years? Then I think it is actually more leadership and more of the institutions being able to help people navigate, help people signpost.
Signposting is extremely difficult. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you get the information to unaffiliated young people about what's going on. If we could crack that, that would solve a lot of problems for all of us, I think.
Millennial generation becoming more individualist and less collectivist.
There's something magical in a way about the fact that these people are free of responsibility and therefore can be incredibly creative in a way that perhaps we as less with all that responsibility upon us can't be free and dynamic in the same way.
When I was in my 20s, I wasn't connected to a synagogue, but we started Limud. We can't do this for young people. This has to be something that young people are going to be doing even for themselves and maybe even for some of us.
We have to really question what we're offering these people and are we actually meeting their needs.
Working out what it is that individuals want and then finding what those commonalities are so that we can provide programming around that but geared to what it is that the young adults themselves want.
This is not a lost generation, this is not a lost cause in any sense whatsoever.
And we've learned that many times it has to come from them. They have to own it, they have to nourish it, and they have to lead it.
Even in this room, I'm sure if we can put our heads together, we can find so many different ways we can partner.
The role of the board is to be a cohesive force, to bring people together. So the issue we were talking about today was young adults, and it's very important that we can bring people from all parts of the community together to talk about these issues.